Fortnite for parents, Center Parcs chaos, and first-time e-bikes.
Welcome to First Look Gnomes, where curiosity about what's new meets the chaos of two dads.
I'm Mr. Hodgkiss, and that's Mr. Williams.
From first-time finds to dad fails and listener laughs.
So grab a beer or pop the kettle on, and let's take a first look at pretty much anything.
Series 4, episode... One more part along the world I go. One more part along the world I go. From the first looks to the new. Oh, keep me plodding along with you. And it's from the old I travel
To the new.
To the new. Keep me plodding along with you. New series, 4th series. We are back.
We are back.
Thank you.
What a great little intro that is. That just takes me right back to my kind of primary school days and singing in assembly in the morning. The
Yeah,
I thought I'd
take it down a note from the, I hate you right now and lose yourself and all that stuff. So I thought I'd, bring it.
Good old
bring it
Church
back.
of England.
Yeah. We'll bring it down a bit. So
Can I make one comment about the lyrics though? You said from the first looks to the new.
Yes.
Are the first looks not the new?
well. the old first looks. So our series 1 to 3, the old first looks. These are the new first looks.
Oh, got you. So from the old first
Yes.
looks to the new first looks is what you meant.
Yes.
I'm
yes.
just stupid. I didn't get that. Sorry.
Yes,
I just thought you'd made a boo-boo.
No, not at all. And I got the rhythm wrong. I was like.
I know. For somebody who has such natural rhythm like you, I was surprised at that. But,
Yeah, not my best.
you don't
not
usually.
My best.
It was
No.
excellent.
Thank you.
Brought a smile to my face
Thank you.
anyway.
How are you, Mr. Hodgkiss?
But no, we've been good. Yeah, we've had a lot going on. So we had my mum and dad round yesterday. Oh, hang on. Someone's just interrupted there. Come on. Hello? Braid, we're in the middle of recording. I was coming to get you.
What are you recording?
We're literally recording. We're just in the middle of recording. We're just talking about things. And
We're
I just heard a
live.
massive thud.
You can start now.
Haven't got you.
Can we cut this bit out?
We're going to have to cut this bit out. We're in the
Oh, no, this is gold.
Hang on, I'm going to have to unplug the headphones. Brady Bunch. I said I was coming to get you from the house when it was time.
Yeah, but
You couldn't hold your water, could you?
are you recording a podcast?
Yes, we're recording the podcast. Testing. Can you hear us?
Testing. 1, 2, 3. I can hear you loud.
Say hello,
and
Williams.
Clear. Hello, Williams.
It was your fault. I agree.
Oh no.
Sorry, I thought you would still be chatting right now.
So we were at the point where you'd said, how's things? And I said, May, summer has gone. We've got a bit. Oh, yes, I was about to tell you. Okay, so here's the cut. Okay, you ready?
Right.
3, 2, 1. So yeah, and then last night we had my dad round for dinner. Him and my mum came round for dinner, and he opened the door and he looked like he'd been beaten up by Mike Tyson. So his face was all smashed, and I was like, "Dad, what have you done?" He'd fallen over a plant pot in the garden,
Right.
and so he had all these scores on. I was like, "You okay? Have you hurt yourself?" He's like, "I'm fine. I'm just gonna have to have an extra whiskey tonight." So there was that going on. So he was fine. Look, I mean, he's very lucky, really. And obviously, with LA being a nurse, when she got home, she checked him over and she was like, no, it's all super good stuff. But he looked really sore. He'd moved a pot in the garden, turned round, moved a pot, to get another pot. Forgot where I was, turned round, tripped over the pot that he had.
No.
I landed on his face. I was like, oh, bloody hell, Dad. But he's all right. What else have we been doing? We've just been very busy, Williams. Very busy with work and life, but it's all good. How about you? How's things with you?
Good. I'm well. I thought I'd treat myself over the break.
Oh yeah,
so I bought a first aid kit.
Yeah, nice. Always good to have.
No, yeah, very successful. I got called up. I got called up to be a small speaking part in the sequel to Cocaine Bear.
No way.
Only had one line.
Very good.
No, I've not actually seen that film though.
Me neither.
I tried to watch.
Maybe you're right,
I tried to watch Neverending Story, but I couldn't finish it.
Oh dear. So, Braden, just to remind you, your godfather makes terrible jokes during this podcast. He just spends most of his time doing dad jokes. Really bad ones, which always make me laugh, though.
And grown.
And sometimes grow, mostly laugh, though. The listeners do love them, that's for sure.
That is true.
Well,
We get some good
those in Laos anyway.
That's true. That is true.
Apparently you laughed. On the last episode, apparently you laughed.
He did. You'd have to, if you're going to talk, you have to come up to the microphone. So, this is going to be a great editing job for you to do, Williams.
And that's why the next episode isn't released until next month.
It's going to take 2 months to edit the podcast. But oh well. So one of the new features.
First looks, Fudgekiss.
We're going straight into first looks.
Yeah.
Okay. Compose yourself. We do have. I do have a first look. This is today's first look is one that we have a guest. So, my son is joining us today because we're going to talk about something that was a first look as a parent, which gave me nightmares. So we are kind of combining a first look, a guest, and tips for dad today.
Wow.
So we are
series opener special.
Series opener special, but I think it's something that a lot of parents, which tends to be most people listening to our podcast, will either come across or have come across. So I thought we'd talk about it. So my first look was allowing my son to play Fortnite, which is probably a lot of parents' worst nightmare. Like, okay, the kids want to play Fortnite. What is Fortnite? Should I let my kids play Fortnite? There's a lot of people talking about Fortnite. Why do they want to spend all my money? Have the kids just spent £500 on my credit card?
I thought it was free.
So this is it, you see. It is free. So let's start at the beginning, William. So Fortnite, right? For those who don't know, it's a game that you play with all kinds of people across the globe. You get a map, and there's like 100 odd people or so in this game, and they're all trying to survive. And you build stuff, and you go looting, and you can fight with people. And it's controversial because it's massive. Everybody wants to play it, and it is free. But it's not really free because once you're in it, you have to pay for things like skins, and they have their own currency called V-Bucks. So all the parents around the world are probably sick of being asked, I need some V-Bucks. I want to buy this new skin. I need a new emote. Give me some money. And it's one of those things that you're like, it's a bit of a minefield. So a lot of parents are just, I don't know, they want to avoid it, or they just say yes.
If you want your character to dress like Darth Vader, I think I saw that, then you pay extra for being Darth Vader.
Yeah, and it's a bit like, it's one of these games where it's not just one game. There's a load of other games as well in it. So when you open up Fortnite, it's not just like, we're just playing this one version of the game. There's loads of other games in it, and some of them are just created by people who play Fortnite. So people are allowed to, if you play Fortnite, you can go in and create your own versions of games. And some of them are just not, it's like you and me creating a game and inviting people to play to it, but it's not necessarily monitored that well either. So there's all kinds of stuff.
You can talk to the characters, can't you?
Well, you can. So that's why a lot of parents are kind of terrified about it. And I must admit, I was definitely one of those parents who was like, "No chance. You're far too young. I'm not letting you go into that kind of world because I can't really monitor it that well."
No.
So we got to the point where, in our circumstances, the peer pressure was getting kicked in. All the kids at school are playing Fortnite. My best friends are playing Fortnite. I want to play Fortnite. And I was like, nope. To the point where I was like, all right, I better actually properly engage in what this game is. And is it safe for Braden to play Fortnite? What should I be worried about? So I then was like, right, I've got to spend hours now researching, playing it myself, seeing what it's like, and making a parental decision. So I'm here to today to talk about what I decided and what I found, and try and help other parents maybe decide whether they want to let their kids play Fortnite or not. And we brought Braden in, who is playing Fortnite, to give a kid's perspective on what it actually is.
What is the verdict?
So, in a nutshell, allow them to play it with massive parental controls. You have to spend some time in it yourself as a parent. Don't let them go in blind. Don't just say yes and let them go free roaming in it, because there is a lot of stuff that you don't want them seeing. There's an age restriction on a lot of it for good reason. For example, they've released a thing called Darth Vader AI, where you can talk to Darth Vader. So the first thing they did was try and get Darth Vader to swear and all this kind of stuff.
I think I read about that.
Yeah, so there's lots of there's a lot of people on there. You have to control. I think who your kids play with. So like the parental now this is where one thing Fortnite is really good at. The parental controls are really thorough. You can really control what your kids are allowed to play, what they're allowed to do, who they're allowed to talk to, whether they're allowed to talk to anybody at all. So there are options where you can just block all communication, so the parents, so the kids can't talk to anybody, and they can't add friends themselves. So I have a pin blocker. So if Braden wants to, if anyone sends Braden a friend request, it's me who has to accept it or decline it. So you can be like, okay, so I know that that's his friend James or Dave or whoever. And I can accept those. And then I know that one, that's like Jimmy Savile. No, I don't want that. I don't want that guy on. So no, say no to him. And and then you can control the money as well. So obviously the things you can purchase on there, but you as a parent, you can add funds, or so you can't. Your kid can't just effectively spend everything that's on your credit card that's linked to your PlayStation account, your Nintendo account. So it's pretty good. You can set times, so like screen times and stuff. So you can like say, right, you can have it for an hour, and then there's like age levels as well. So like they can only see content that's for 7 and under or 12 and under. So you do have quite a lot of control. Plus, they have a newsletter that they send out every week to parents to explain to them what the new features are. So they do a good job of actually helping parents understand why. Now, why do they do such a good job? Because they're going to make an absolute bucket load of money. So the tactics of the game, the scarcity tactics to try and get you to buy things quickly, like, oh, this skin's only going to be here for another 2 days, you must buy it now. So all the kids come in, Mom, I need to buy it now, it's going to disappear in 2 days. My friends will call me a loser if I don't. And I detest that. I detest the microtransactions. I detest the scarcity tactics with kids, like saying, oh, you want this, do you? Well, okay, you can't really encourage. They know what they're doing, because you can't then encourage kind of like, all right, well, if you want it, let's save for it. They're like, well, I can't say for it if it's going to be gone in 2 days. It's now or never. So then it puts the parents under a lot of pressure. So I don't agree with that part of it. And we've got some agreements with Brain about how many skins he can buy each month and how much he's allowed to add to his wallet, which is basically a $5 a month to buy a skin, and that's got to come out of his pocket money and things. But yeah, it's not too bloody and gory. I was thinking about like the games we used to play in the early 90s when we were about Brain's age. So just for listeners, Brain's nearly 10. I was like, okay, when I was nearly 10, I'm pretty sure I was playing Mortal Kombat. Where like fatalities and stuff. And
Tekken,
so I'm like, okay. And I remember like some of the films I used to watch in the early 90s. Streets of Rage, just beating people up. Street Fighter, I'm just going to fight this guy. And
because it's more cartoonies. It's not necessarily the violence as such. It's more the who you're talking to and that side of things, isn't it? Really, it's that
side of things, and it's guns. You are using guns. So, if last time Brian was on a podcast, which was season 1, episode 7, he talked about Splatoon, which was like you use these kind of like paintball guns effectively to cover people in ink. This is like the next step up. So it's like, okay, there are some of the guns are fake, but there are like you can get machine guns and stuff. So that's straight away like, I don't really want my kid running around with a machine gun in a game. So there's that kind of, you're like, I'm just not sure if I like the idea of that. So yeah, we've spent a lot of time talking with Brain about what's real, what's not real, what's imagination.
Yeah.
And I got to the point where I was like, okay, I'll play it with him and trust him. And we've been playing it together. So now he's got a bit more freedom. And it was all right. So we started off just playing Lego Fortnite.
Have you enjoyed it with Sarge Guest, though, as a player yourself?
No, I think it's nonsense. Like, I like video games, but I think the game's kind of nonsensy. Personally, I'm like, But I'm also not really the target age group for it, am I, to be honest? But like the Lego Fortnite is quite a good soft entry point into it. Lego Fortnite, you play as Lego characters and you can build forts and towns, and it's a bit like Minecraft mixed with Indiana Jones. So I think if any parents are worried about proper Minecraft or full Fortnite, Lego Fortnite's a good one to start with, just to kind of see the world. But I think my advice is like, again, tips for parents, tips for dads. You're gonna have to spend some time understanding what it is, and then making a judgment call for yourself. I don't think it's one of those things you can just say yes. If you just say yes and let them at it, there's a lot of stuff on there that is not cool. And there's a lot of people on there who are like just horrible people. You know, you've got to be a
like in the real world. So
like in the real world. So just be diligent. But yeah, we have now let Brain play it. He plays on it with his cousin. Who's over in England, and he plays on it with a couple of friends from school. So after school, they might go on it for an hour and do a little squad game. And they spend a lot of time in the actual Lego Fortnite stuff building, rather than the shooty bit. Because again, in the shooty bit, there's people who are quite good. So you know, there's not that many 10-year-olds who are actually really that good at it. So I think they get a lot more enjoyment from just running around building layers and stuff. But that's my perspective on it as a parent. So be careful, but don't be scared of it. Be aware of what it is and what there's a lot of good websites out like Mumsnet and stuff who've got good articles about it, and it is free to kind of have a go. It just takes a lot of brain power. I spent a lot of time trying to familiarize myself before
just chuck them in.
Just really familiarize yourself before you chuck them in. But as a 10-year-old, Braden, or nearly 10-year-old, come and say hello and tell us what you think of playing the game.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, Braden.
Hi. So, unless you've been living under a rock, you'll know about the Making Millions games, Fortnite, as my dad already said. So, actually, it is quite fun to play with my friends after school. Like, for like so long, the question that like all the boys in my class just ask all the other boys in my class is literally just, will you be online today? Like, that's literally the only question that the boys ask. And my dad only let me play Lego Fortnite for like a year, and that frustrated me. I pestered him every single day.
It wasn't a year. It was about a couple of months saying that you play Lego Fortnite.
No, it was a year. I remember, because Fortnite has collabed with Star Wars, obviously, for Star Wars Day. When I started playing, it was collabed with Star Wars. So it's about a year ago.
No, that's not really true. But
it was collab with Star Wars. It was.
Okay.
It genuinely was.
So tell us so obviously there's the peer pressure from all your mates want to play it.
Yeah.
What do you enjoy playing? Like, why do you enjoy it? Is it the social thing or is it the actual game?
It's the game and the social thing. I love playing with my friend Brax. Shout out to Brax there. And I just love playing with all my other friends, like my cousin and just like everybody, really.
Can I add? So they do talk to each other. So Brain and his cousin talk, and his mate Brax talks. And these on the PlayStation. There's a microphone and a speaker in the in the control pad, and you know we hear some of the conversations and some of the things 10-year-old boys talk about. Is quite funny.
One time, my friend Isaac just started swearing like F-word him out and just started chanting that as soon as my mom came in the room. And that was just cringe. And
this is why parents are terrified of Fortnite, because you have to hear your kids effing and if Brain F's and Jeff's
effing and jeffing,
it gets it taken away. There is no effing and jeffing allowed. But there are other kids. You can't control other kids, unfortunately. That's half the battle, I think. You're like, if your son is playing Mario World, he's unlikely to encounter anybody saying the F word. On Fortnite, might be. But I'm like, okay, well, if he's saying it on Fortnite, he's probably saying it in the playground as well, which isn't good. But, you know.
They don't say it in the playground, they say it on Fortnite.
Oh, well, that's another reason to be quite nervous, because if you're not saying it in the playground, but you feel you can get away with saying it on Fortnite, it's another reason that it encourages bad behaviour, doesn't it? So we have to be careful, don't we?
Yeah. So let's talk about probably one of the most famous games in the world, Battle Royale. So first, about the guns that Dad was talking about. None of the guns in Battle Royale are real guns. Like I have 2 words to describe Battle Royale: laser tag. That's literally all it is. Just people running around with these laser guns and trying to be the last one standing. That's literally the main aspect of Battle Royale.
Okay. So there are some machine guns and stuff, right?
No, there's no machine guns.
Okay.
There's like kind of a machine gun. Like there's a thing called an ACP scatter blaster. It shoots like a machine gun. It shoots like.
Yeah.
And it does quite a lot of damage. And then there's like other guns that shoot like insanely fast. Yeah. So the first time I got a Victory Royale was with my friends. I didn't have a mic then.
What is a Victory Royale?
A Victory Royale is basically when you're the last one standing on a battle royale.
Okay.
So the first time I got a Victory Royale, I was with my friends, and we were just the kings of the map. Like, we were just grinding.
Okay.
And do you know what I love about the Star Wars updates? Sometimes on the map in Battle Royale, there are these, like, Jedi or Sith, like, holograms, and then you can, like, go onto it and do, like, Sith or Jedi training, and then you can literally get a lightsaber.
Ah.
My favourite's Mace Windu's lightsaber. He's just...
The purple one.
So
My
here,
favourite too, Brayden.
we're having a stream of consciousness from Braden. So so we don't have to listen to that. We will ask Braden some very specific questions. Rather than going off in a tangent and just talk about everything that's on your mind. And just answer the question, because people don't want to hear just 2 hours of just rah. Maybe they do. I don't know.
On this podcast, they do.
So, out of all of the games on try again. Of all the different options there are to play on Fortnite, what's your favourite one to play?
Either like Battle Royale or Lego Fortnite Odyssey.
Yeah.
Like Lego Fortnite Odyssey is insanely fun. My friend Brax, like, never would have played it before, but then I showed survival mode to him, and then me and him just like created this giant world. Just like, yeah.
What would you say if you were playing Fortnite for the first time? Would you say Fortnite Lego is a pretty good one to play first?
Maybe if you're young and it's it doesn't really matter. If you want to get into like real Fortnite, the best one to start off with is probably Fortnite Reload, because you can respawn in Fortnite Reload and there's not as many people.
Okay.
So like. But on Battle Royale, it's laser guns and you have infinite ammo. But on Reload, it's like real guns and you do run out of ammo. So, yeah. The guns, like, aren't real guns. Like, they're like shotguns and stuff, but they're not real names.
Okay. Well, that's what a lot of parents are worried about. They don't want kids running around with guns at all.
And also, there is literally no gore at all in it. Literally, there's a little like health bar at the bottom of your screen that goes down to tell you losing health. And when you die, it doesn't have like blood or anything. It's literally just a drone comes and you pixelate up, and that's literally it.
So the more I hear Brain talk about it, the more I do question whether I should really let my child play Fortnite or not.
Let me play it. It is fun.
Yeah, but there's plenty of other things that are fun as well. So I don't really know if this has been helpful, Williams, to any parents out there. It may actually even have been more confusing. But you love playing it, don't you?
Yeah, it is fun. That's all I can say.
I do think there's an element of it's kind of FOMO. I'm playing it because everyone keeps talking about it, and I just want to be part of it because I'm 10 and on the playground all the lads are talking about it.
Is your dad any good at it, Braden? Is your dad a good player at Fortnite?
I haven't actually seen him play before.
Oh.
No, because it's not like a split screen where you can be on at the same time.
Well,
Okay.
you can be on the split screen. Me and like Dino Hannah from church.
Yeah.
Me and her played it once, and Hannah went onto your profile and I went onto my profile, and we could split screen, and we were playing like parkour games together.
Oh, see, I still don't know everything, Williams. I just don't know everything. But I'm gonna finish and conclude that it's horrendous. I wish Fortnite wasn't a thing. I actually just wish it was old school, where you just got like a cartridge and put it in the console, and you played with the person sat next to you, because it's a nightmare. There's too much
combat. Sub-Zero versus Scorpion.
Yeah, at least you knew where you stood. It was going to be vicious and violent, and annoy you. But that was it. There was no. Nobody asked me for my credit card details.
No,
there was no connectivity.
A whole new world, isn't it?
It is hard. It's a whole new world. So I have a lot of empathy for a lot of parents out there. But hopefully, you can hear in Brain's voice he enjoys it. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, and whether I'm a terrible parent and going to hell by letting him play it 2 years before that, because the age limit on some of it is 12. It's like Peggy 12. Yeah. So, it's a bit like, okay.
Like, the reason they're all 12s is because of violence. Like, the reason they're all 12s is because other players can, like, kill other players. That's literally... The one...
Is that a good thing?
I don't know. Like, well, if you do parental controls, you can't talk to them. It can be annoying if, like, one person just targets you and kills you over and over again. But that's, like... That has happened to me, like, twice. It is quite annoying. Then I just crashed out. But then, yeah.
So, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Fortnite.
The one game that isn't a 12 for violence is called Fortnite Festival. It is, like, one of them games where, like music comes down, you have to hit the buttons on the right thing. Do you know, like, them piano games? Yeah. It's like that, but there is swear words in that, and there's also sex in it.
Oh, see, no.
That's the one game nobody should play. Just don't play it.
You know what? I'm going to change everything I said, right? Fortnite, don't let your kids play it. Don't let your kids play it.
Especially Fortnite Festival from the sounds of it.
It's a 7. It's fine.
Yeah, let your kids play Lego Fortnite. Everything else, don't. Don't let them talk to their friends. Don't even let them near the internet. In fact...
Play Lego Creator Maps, they're always 7.
Right.
Pull the plug on the internet.
Pull the plug on all of it. Pull the plug on the internet. Let them play. Get your old Atari out the loft. Let them play the Atari, Missile Command, and bloody Fortnite. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. In the process of this conversation, I've decided that Brain is no longer allowed to play it, and it's a load of rubbish. And Fortnite should be banned everywhere. So,
I have a question for you.
Fly away.
From all the way back 2 years ago. On season 1, the Easter special. At the end, I
don't remember any of the season.
I asked you a riddle, but then Logan started going crazy, and then you had to cut it short.
He did a poo, didn't he?
Did he?
I remember the podcast. Did he do a poop on that podcast?
Yeah, he did. He also vomited.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, just like, baby Logan has been sick all over his mum. She's cleaning it up like a pro. So the riddle was, what travels around the world but stays in one corner?
And the answer is... I need to remember. It was...
You've got to do it.
A stamp.
Yeah.
Yay.
Way.
I can remember the hold music off by heart. It literally just went like this. Do 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 do.
Very good. Right. It's very late. It's 5 to 10 on a Saturday night. Brayden should be in bed. He's clearly lost his marbles.
I drank 2 Cokes today. I am caffeinated and I am ready to go.
Why have you drank 2 Cokes today?
You let me.
I didn't let you drink any Coke.
You Mama, and I got a Coke, and then you just let me drink the Coke.
But that's not 2 Cokes. That was a small bottle of Coke Zero.
No,
Right, Brayden, we're gonna. Williams, I'm gonna go and take Brayden inside, give him to his mother,
All right,
get a beer, and try and recover from this. Right, back in 2 minutes.
Tips for dads.
So,
Tips for dads. So that was great tips for dads there, Mr. Hodgkiss.
Yeah, that's the only tip now. Try and avoid letting your kids play Fortnite for as long as possible.
A first look and a tip. And a guest appearance on the first episode.
And a bit of a headache.
I'm
hoping the chaos of that kind of highlights to people. Well, I mean, there'll be people who'll be able to kind of appreciate that because they'll be like, yeah, had this.
And for the listeners that are about 10 minutes into the podcast, we have been recording for about 50 minutes.
There was a few sideways challenges there, wasn't there?
Yeah. Another tip for dads. Tips for dads.
Tips for dads.
Get your tips out for the dads. Trips with your parents or your in-laws is cool again.
Oh, is it?
I recommend it. You get through. So obviously, as a kid, going to your parents, great. And then you get to a certain age, perhaps not. But then you get to our age, Miss Hodgkiss, and the extra hands, the extra eyes, is great when you've got a little toddler.
Oh,
so, we'll go on to my first look. So my first look at Center Parcs. Center Parcs Longleat. Yes, I was always...
Someone's doing well for themselves.
So I was always... I'm not going to... never going to go to Center Parcs. It's overpriced. Ridiculous. People paying loads of money to go to a forest. I live in Cornwall.
There's lots of forests.
We've got countryside. It's fine. No, we actually got a really good deal. I don't know how. So we went up on the bank holiday Monday. So I think most people were sort of leaving. But yeah, got a really good price. The Center Parcs in Longleat. So it was the wife's dad's surprise 75th birthday.
Nice.
So we got had a week there. When I say a week, Monday to Friday. Arrived on the Monday, and to be honest, I was a bit. First of all, so we got there, and you literally mile-long traffic, just like crawling into this place.
Oh wow!
Oh no! And then you get there, and there's just thousands of people. Well, hundreds, maybe I'm exaggerating of thousands, but a lot of people.
Yeah.
But it turns out that with these, your changeover days, which I think are Mondays and Fridays, and so obviously you've got people checking out, but they stay for the day as well as the people arriving that day. So you kind of got double bubble
people
with the people. So, so initially I was like, this is too many people for me. But obviously people left, so it wasn't as busy, and really enjoyed it. Really recommend it. You're in a big forest, but there's sort of different areas, lots of restaurants and all that sort of stuff, and sort of with Logan, because with the wife being a swim teacher, he's been swimming since he was probably 3 weeks or something.
Nice.
Ridiculous. He can swim 2 meters now, and he's just turned 2.
That's incredible.
So they've got a huge sort of swimming area there. The pool was. I don't think I've ever been to a pool that's actually warm.
Okay.
Maybe it's all the kids peeing in it. I don't know. But it was really, really warm.
Nice.
There's plenty. It's big enough to have a splash in, but it's also got those wave things.
Oh,
so,
the wave machines. Yeah.
And there's like a little light that flashes green. There's like a Tarzan. Whoa, whoa. And then the wave machine goes, and everyone dives into the pool to go on these waves. But Logan loved it. He had his little noodle float.
Oh,
and
class.
he was loving it, drinking all the water. And there's a little area which you could sort of go into, and then basically there's a current and it takes you around in the circles, so it takes you through a tunnel. You just basically float along with it, and it takes you around. He loved that. Apart from, so we're going around, and then the wife was asking him, do you want to get off yet? I'll go around again. But then she would decide last minute, right, we're getting off. But obviously, you've got the current. So I'm trying to hard brake, turn left as the current's taking me right. I crashed into the wall. Bosh.
Oh, flip. Okay.
Not my head. Saw a few birds flying on my head, but I was all right.
Ow.
But yeah, and then with the indoors there, we managed to leave Logan. Managed to leave Logan with his granddad in the splash pad area, and then we went up on the I don't know what it's called. I think it's called a lazy river, but it wasn't that lazy. It was like rapids.
Yeah.
And yes, everyone else was going down these rapids, whoosh, splash, whoosh, around the corners. But I don't know if I've got a heavy bottom, Mr. Hodgkiss, or my centre of gravity, or what. But I'm like, when sometimes dogs scoot on the carpet.
Yeah.
That was me on the rapids. I'm like, everyone else just sliding down really fast, go, hey, and I'm like, with my knees just shuffling, trying to get down this water
Were you in a
slide.
rubber ring?
No.
Okay.
No, literally, yeah, just out the ring. And
maybe it's because you're a hairy beast. Maybe you're just like...
Maybe.
Maybe it's just your hair was working as friction.
But, there's a lot of water, so I just don't know why it just wouldn't move. So Georgie, the wife of mine, would like fly down there, go, woo-wee, smiling, laughing, and down the bottom. Oh, where's Dan gone? She looks up, scoot.
Like a dog rubbing its ass on the carpet. You stuck on this bloody thing.
Yeah, and then I got these other people behind me, and whoa! After I tried to dodge out the way, I just got smacked.
Oh dear!
But yeah, so then we got to the end of it, and then the wife was like, "Oh, God, can we go again? Can we go again?" And she's like, "I'm going to go again," and I'm like, "I don't want to."
I'll stay down here.
I don't want to. And because you end up going outside. There's an outside swim area as well as an inside swim area.
Yeah.
And there's like a whole viewing platform. Like as people walk by and they can look down and see people go around these rapids and things. And like, no, I don't want to do that again. Just people just watching it.
You want to be a watcher, not the one being watched.
Scoot. Oh yeah, I mean, you see some sights. There's one lady we saw that was a lot up front, shall we say, and you did see. I think things did fall out, but yes, Center Parcs, good fun. There's a pancake house. It's had really nice pancakes, lots of good food, lots of nice little wildlife. We saw the first day we got there, there's just a deer,
oh nice,
out in the back garden type area, just having a chomp. Really good. It's my first look at Center Parcs in Longleat, and well recommended.
And did your father-in-law, not your stepdad, your father-in-law, have a good birthday surprise?
He did very good. Yes, obviously. So the clues in the name. So Center Parcs Longleat, and we went to Longleat, the safari park. So we went there. So that's good fun. So and Logan saw the rah-rahs. The rah-rahs, and he saw the splash rah-rahs. Do you know what a splash rah-rah is? Can you guess?
Splash rah-rah? So a line in the water would be... what would be that? A hippo? I don't know.
Sea lion.
Oh, a sea lion, of course. Yeah,
splash
of
rah-rah.
course. Splash rah-rah, of course.
He also saw a red bear. Do you know what a red bear is?
A red bear? A monkey? Orangutan?
A red panda.
An actual red panda?
Yeah, red panda.
Wow, class.
And he saw a nanite bear. Do you know what a nanite bear is?
The teddy bear?
These are actual animals.
A night bear?
Yeah.
I do not know what a night bear is.
A koala.
A koala.
Yeah.
Why is that a night bear? Just because it sleeps a lot?
Well, they were all sleeping. So,
yeah. A night bear. That's very sweet.
Yeah.
So that sounds like an awesome little trip then. So
really good. Yeah, really good fun.
Center Parcs and the safari park. Yeah,
so Longleat Safari Park is literally on the same road sort of thing. So, you can leave Longleat and you're there in 2 minutes. We got there as soon as it opened, which one of the tips for dads, get there as soon as it opens. And we went for the safari bus. Originally we were going to use our old car, We thought, would have that for another year and then just use that, and then we got a new car, and because you go in the monkey area and the monkeys wreak havoc. But so but also thought, on the bus, at least all of us can sort of be there together with Logan and
class,
and not get our car wrecked. But on that week, he said they collected 110 car registration plates from these monkeys. Whilst we were there, we saw a monkey rip off a parking sensor of a car at the back, and they're just.
So you're there going around saying, "Oh, here's the night bears. There's the look at that. That's the rah-rahs. And these, see these things here? They're the shitheads. They're the shitheads." But good fun. And the Center Parcs itself is it's so big. You need to get like a LAN train. Yeah.
Which Logan called car choo-choos. So we used to get the car choo-choos around. But very good. Very recommended. But only go when there's some good deals going on, because it's
check out Woucher.
Yeah. And also I think it's quite good for us because Logan's at an age where he's quite happy just to wander around the playgrounds there, the swimming pool that's included, and all that sort of stuff. Whereas if you've got your older kids, your 10-year-olds, 9-year-olds plus, there's loads of activities, and that's where they make all the money, because you just keep paying for the Go Ape stuff and the climbing walls and there's all sorts of activities going on.
And they're all got a hidden fee, have they?
And they're all, 30, 40, 50 quid,
Bloody hell.
Yeah, before you know it, yeah.
You can spend a lot.
Yeah. Because they're all about, you're there, you spend loads of money to get there, and then you spend loads of money whilst you're there, captive audience type thing.
Yeah.
So it's it's a good business model, but good fun. Good fun.
It sounds excellent. That's a good one. I've never the same reasons as you. The kind of Center Parcs, I'm like, that's a lot of money for what you get. So to hear that it's actually pretty good. I've always liked the look of the swimming pools. The swimming pools look pretty cool.
But what I've heard is, and this is if you don't get like a good deal like we did, a lot of people actually, because I think it started in Belgium or Holland.
Yeah.
And actually people say it's more cost effective to actually, especially like if you live in London or somewhere, just go to the Center Parcs in Belgium or Holland, because the cost of travelling there and staying there is actually cheaper than
that's
cheaper
mad,
than ones in England. So
and that's a good tip for that. But that whole you got a kid who's like Logan's age, you think, you still need to bring quite a few things with you. The idea of going abroad can be terrifying. So you think, we'll do something like Center Parcs, but it's quite unaffordable. So you can still do caravan holidays like Haven and stuff, which are not bad, but it's quite expensive compared to going on an EasyJet or a Jet2 holiday to, Costa Brava or something. You think, well, why does it cost so much to stay here? Where's the affordable UK holidays for parents who are I need to stay close by?
And also Logan's age, not school holidays or anything like that to worry about.
School holidays are a pain, Williams. Really are.
But like you said before, you make the most of the difference in holidays. So Northern Ireland compared to England, and try to.
Yeah. We're quite lucky over here because we all the kids are on half term coming, but ours aren't. But then ours finish school before the English kids go on their 6 weeks holiday. So there's a bit of time before where you can kind of get some good deals still. But it's not fair. It feels like parents get penalised because they want to send their kids to school and all that. I don't I'd shake the angry fists. I'm like, these people surge pricing and charging people more when it's busy. It's like, you should charge people less when it's busy because there's more people there, so you don't need to charge as much. But I don't know. That would probably be unfair somewhere else. I don't know, Williams, but I'm glad you had a good time in Center Parcs anyway. It sounds lovely. I may well check it out in the future.
It's a different extreme than killing people on Fortnite.
Fortnite. You know what? I've got
all that to come. And, and probably scarier because who knows in 5 years' time, what the world's going to be like.
Well, like you were saying that about like Logan playing on parks and stuff, and it genuinely just made me feel a bit sad because we tried to take Brain to a few parks, and he's like, he's too big now for them, and he's like, oh, I don't want to go to the park, and like his interests are changing. Like the parties that he's going to now are changing, and it's different. And I kind of like, I want him to be 2 again.
Different
I want to just
stages.
go to the park and go on the slide when the slide's the most exciting thing.
You just got to try to enjoy the moment where you are, because we're doing the same now. But like, when he was 1, when he was a baby, because he's not a baby now, and he knows he's not a baby now. He goes, "No, Dad, big," Not a baby, but at playgrounds and things, like he looks at the bigger kids and he's got no fear. He just wants to go on these, the bridges, but like the steps are like wider than he's long, sort of thing.
And he's going to fall through
he's
those.
Like, no, Logan. And then he's going up into bits where, Dad, I can't quite get up there. You're trying to protect him, but you're like, I can't fit through that gap. I can't.
I know it's.
I can't climb that.
Being a parent, Williams, it's just terrifying, regardless of their age. It's just terrifying.
Yeah, and then there's slides and the splash pad in Center Parcs. Like he just ended up just chucking himself down them, no fear. And then at one point, again, it's part of learning, but there's a kid in front of him and he wanted to go on the slide, so he just pushed it down the slide. You shouldn't do that, Logan. But bless him. But yeah, good fun. Recommend it, but make sure you do it when you can afford it. And if you can't afford it, look at Belgium or Holland and do it that way instead.
Very nice. I have, if you remember, Williams, at the end of season 3, there was a cliffhanger.
Was there?
Or there was a tease of a first look.
I don't remember it, no.
Do you not remember? I said I was going to tease, I was getting an e-bike.
Yes.
So, I can give you an update on the e-bike if you want.
Please do, yes. You've got it and you've made it go 50 miles an hour.
I did not make it go 50 miles an hour. And good job too, because I got the bike, built the bike, was a bit excited for the bike, got the gear, Williams, watched all the videos. I was like, right, I'm ready for this. Went out on the bike, living my best life. Yeah. It was incredible. Having the best time. Now,
the wind flowing through your hair.
Wind flowing through my hair. I was revving it. Away we went. Pedaling as well, obviously.
I was going to say, did you pedal?
I did some pedaling. Going on this thing. And I'd set myself where I was going to go. And there's a bike path, so about 2.5 miles from us. By our road, we are very lucky. We have something called the Cumber Greenway, which is just a bike path, like an 8-mile bike path. And I thought, I'm going to cycle to a place called Billy Neal Playing Fields, because there's like a bike track there. So I thought, I'm going to go try it out. So I cycled there, having the time I'd go to these things, and I was like, oh, this looks fun. Right, I go there, I was like, oh, no, this isn't kind of the bike track I wanted. This is like a BMX thing. Right, so I'm on it, and I'm still getting used to the bike, and it's trying to go fast, and I think, no, I better stop. So I try to put my foot down. There's no ground there, so I absolutely stack it. First time on the bike, I end up in a bush, swimming in the nettles, landed on my arse.
But most importantly, is the bike all right?
The bike was all right. It landed up on top of me. So it's a heavy bike. Like we're talking like 30, 40 kilos. Yeah, it's a big ass bike. So I ended up in a bush with a bike on top of me with a sore arse. And I'm not the smallest of guys. So when I fell off this bike, I landed smack on my bum. And
did anyone see you?
No, nobody saw me. But it put shockwaves through my system. Yeah. So for about 2 weeks, I had a wrecked back. So I managed to get myself home, embarrassed, went upstairs. I got stung to buggery as well. Like literally, I was wearing shorts and stuff. So all of my legs were stung. And for about 24 hours...
Did it all come up in bumps?
It did. And but like my leg was tingling. Like at one point I thought, I might have to go and see someone about this, because my whole leg was tingling. Oh, no. And I was like, this ain't good. So yeah, it was. I was having the greatest of times until I decided to stack it. So another tip for dads: just be careful. You know the irony as well. Yeah. Before I went out on this bike, it said e-bikes are quite dangerous, and they are. They can be, but not as dangerous as an invalid who can't use the bloody thing properly. So anyway, I have dusted myself off and been out several times. Of course I was, yeah.
Good.
So I've been out several times on it now, and it is genuinely the most fun. So because of the e-bike, like I can go further because you can use it just as a normal bike, so you can cycle until you're effectively knackered, which is great. But you're
does it charge from your cycling?
No, you just have to charge it up on the thing. Yeah. But this one's got like a range of about 50 miles, so it's pretty good. Yeah. So this greenway is about 8 miles. So like I've cycled as far down and kind of like, I'm getting pretty tired now because you want to put effort. You want to make yourself. I'm trying to get fitter, so like I want to make myself sweat. I don't just want to rely on it. But then when you do get like coming back, you're like, okay, I've cycled away from my house for 7 miles. I don't think I'm going to be able to do 7 miles back. So you can rely on the motor. So because of the throttle, you can cheat. You can literally cheat. So I can literally just hold the throttle down and get up to about 16 miles an hour and just cruise. And it's quite funny because like that's fast enough. You can overtake people. Yeah. So there's other people on bikes.
They're pedaling like crazy.
They're pedaling like crazy, and you're like, so it's quite fun. And like up hills and stuff, it just pulls you up the hill. So I'm just like, this is so. I said this on the last podcast. We live at the top of a hill, so that was one of the reasons I was like, I'm never going to be able to cycle up that hill. I can barely walk up it. Never mind cycle up it. Yeah. And I just pull the throttle and just zoom up the hill. So it is brilliant. Yeah. So I've only fallen off it once, thankfully. It was the first time I was using it, but it hasn't put me off. But it did definitely make me more cautious. I was like, right, you've got to be careful on these things. So I would first look at e-bikes. I would recommend them. They are everything I expected them to be and more, and they are fun. But just be careful.
Fun. Be careful. Moving on to. So, at the bottom of the fish pond, Mr. Hodgkiss.
Yeah.
It's sunk to the bottom of the fish pond. The Thirsty Firsts. They're down there. They're down there in the deep. They're still there. But they're way down deep in the pond.
What is this?
Waiting for someone to write in and go, bring them back. I miss them and bring them back.
I missed the joy on your face from them.
So, well, this is it. So, I've created a new segment called Pints and First Bites. So,
have you just changed the name of the same thing?
This is where I take a first look at not only pints, but snacks and nibbles as well. So, I can still have a pint now and again, but I can also have a little nibble and a little snack.
Okay.
So, as usual, please write in to Fishbond feedback at First Look. What's our email address? First Look. What's our email address called?
First Look Gnomes at outlook.com.
First Look Gnomes at outlook.com. That's the one. If you don't want to hear any more. But, so Pints and First Bites. It's a new segment.
All right. And are we going to introduce this now or in the next episode?
No, why not?
Okay, go for it, Williams. Go for it.
So, I haven't got a tune yet. Pints and First Bites.
We'll think of that for the next episode.
Pints and First Bites. We'll think of it next episode.
How about we do give me a P?
P.
Give me Pints and First Bites.
Pints and First Bites.
Put it all together?
This is the German episode. Pints and First Bites.
Pints and First Bites.
Pints and Bites.
Pints and First Bites.
No offence to our German listeners. So this episode.
Let's go.
Are Pints and First Bites. We've got a first bite this week.
Can I just comment on this? You've basically just you've decided to kill a feature and then bring it back.
I listen to feedback.
You listen to feedback. So what you've done, instead of killing the feature, you've extended it because now it's food and beer. So you basically said to the listeners, "Screw you! You know nothing. I'm going to drink what I want to drink, and also I'm just to annoy you, I'm going to add some food into it as well." So not only am I going to talk about beer, I'm also going to talk about pork pies and Scotch eggs and scratchings.
Series 5, I'm going to have starters, main course, and dessert. Listen to Williams have his dinner.
It's your podcast. You drive the ship.
Hey, cheers.
Let's go. So you've already got a pint, yeah? Just listeners, he's drinking a pint already.
Yeah. So we've got a first pint.
Let's go.
A first bite, so you can describe it if you can see it, Mr. Hodgkiss. This is our first bite.
Oh, that's like a matchy Kit Kat. Is it wasabi?
Bite. So this is from our listener, one of our listeners, Catherine.
Oh, yes.
And she sent in it's a green box Kit Kat.
Kit Kat.
So it's Kit Kat. It's all in Japanese, apart from a bit that says Uji Matcha.
Matcha, yeah.
There is a little bowl with like a green liquid on it.
Nice.
And I'm not going to read any of the back because it's all in Japanese.
Looks lovely.
So we go. So I'm going to open the box, and
Take a picture of the box for the website.
I am
you
for the website. Yes, so I'll put it on the website. Oh, it's a tiny little packages.
Oh, that's very cute.
Tiny little packages. But I'm reliably informed. Well, that's good. So I can actually keep two of these behind if I don't like it. And perhaps I can save you one, Mr. Hodgkiss.
Oh,
So I'm reliably informed. What, chocolate?
Yeah, I don't eat chocolate anymore. I haven't eaten chocolate for about 3 years.
Okay, so I'm reliably informed. This is very small. I expected. So this is Kit Kat, but I expected a Kit Kat size chocolate fingers. But no, this is really tiny. This is what would you say, like a little finger's worth?
Yeah. It's like a Kit Kat, half a normal Kit Kat finger.
So let's have a look. Oh, it's green. It is definitely green. Okay, we've got little green Kit Kat fingers. But I'm reliably informed these are wasabi Kit Kats. So let's give it a go.
It reminds me of a very bad joke. This does. Can I tell you that joke, Williams?
Please.
What's green?
Oh, nice.
What's green and smells like bacon? Kermit's fingers. Maybe cut that one from the podcast.
They're nice.
They look lovely.
I don't taste any spice.
No, matcha's not spicy. It's green tea.
It's green tea. Oh. Well, there you go. Uchi matcha. Well done, Mr. Hodgkiss. That's green tea, is it?
Did you not know that?
No.
Brilliant.
Nice. Oh no, there's a little bit of a kick in there. Very nice. Very nice. I will say one of those to the wifey wife because they're not spicy. I don't think they're spicy.
You may be confusing it with wasabi because wasabi's green and that is very hot. That's like mustardy and got a lot of heat to it.
That's not spicy at all. That's
But matcha's green tea.
That's quite nice. There's 2 little packets there, so I'll save one for the wifey wife so she can have a sample. And thank you to Catherine for sending those in.
Yeah, that's amazing.
There's 2 fingers.
2 fingers? No, but I mean out of 5, how many fingers are you giving it?
Oh, we're still doing that to the website, are we?
Yeah, you can't introduce a snack feature and not tell us if it's good.
Well, I was 3.5 fingers because it's nice. It's not like, oh wow, but nice. Yeah, there you go. I've had that's from Japan. Kit Kat Uji Matcha.
And did Catherine actually go to Japan and get that?
And Catherine actually went to Japan and sent it in to First Names. So
amazing.
Thank you to our top listener, Catherine. Thank you.
So are you just doing snacks or pints? Or both?
I'm keeping it flexible. It flexible.
But for now, have you got a pint? Or
it's called Pints and First Bites.
Let's see where it goes.
Yeah, pints and food. Lovely.
Nice. Well, I think this episode has been... So recording... We'll give the listeners another look behind the curtain. Sometimes these episodes go swimmingly. Sometimes they don't. It started with us for about 45 minutes trying to be able to hear each other.
I've not finished yet. I've got my dad joke to do.
Oh, flip me. I'm okay. Sorry.
Let's do a dad joke. Sorry. Right. Yeah. Sorry. Carry on. Carry on. Explain. I've just probably added to what you're going to say, but explain, and then I'll do my dad joke, and we'll finish this episode.
Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, these podcasts they're like smooth like butter. Other times, They're lumpy like 2-day-old porridge, and we came in it was probably our own fault. I don't know. We just, but sometimes magic happens, and sometimes it doesn't. But it's been fun. It's still been nice it's still been fun to record it. It's always nice spending time with you, Mr. Williams.
Yes.
Go on then, dad jokes, please.
Dad joke, and then we got episode 2 to record.
No, we don't record that back to back.
No, I mean in 2 weeks' time. Anyways, I've got a question for you, Mr. Hodgkiss.
Oh yes.
Have you ever tried blindfolded archery?
I have not.
Have you not? You don't know what you're missing.
Hey!
Oh dear. Anyways, I love my furniture, Mr. Hodgkiss.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Me and my recliner go way back.
Oh, dearie me.
See you in a couple of weeks, listeners.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
I haven't got you.
Can we cut this bit out?
We're going to have to cut this bit out. We're in the bit.
Please like, follow, or share this podcast to help grow the show.